Econito have a idea what to do with incompetent mechanics, specifically in this case tire shops. So what I did is took a label maker and made labels to identify the PSI for, because mine's staggered 70 in back and 47 in front. That's called a staggered tire pressure. So in cases where I need help with the wheels and tires, brakes, etc., in situations that I can't do it on my own, I have experienced extreme incompetence with tire shops because basically they want to keep their prices as low as possible but yet make as big as profit as possible, and so they hire cheap labor, oftentimes kids just barely out of high school who have very little or no training, and they just throw them in the shop and say, here's some tools, and if you need help, go ask your buddy next to you. And their buddy's too busy, so they got to try to figure it out on their own at my expense. So strange vehicles like this one built by Mercedes-Benz, maybe you have a European special vehicle like I do, where some things are different than what they're used to, and if they don't know what to do, they will really, well, jack your vehicle up in a different way than just raising it up. So in my case, with the Mercedes Sprinter, has very particular tire pressure and jack points. A jack point is a place that can withstand very high pressure to lift the vehicle up. And so my jack point is right there. You see how I marked it with a flag tape and also a label on it, and also a label here showing where it is, because if those jackasses can't find where that is, they will lift on the body right here. See how they did it right there? One of the tire shops put a jack right there and lifted the vehicle. This is a 9,000 pound vehicle, and so that much pressure from a jack will crush the body. So that's the body. You're not supposed to lift on the body. So this was Firestone. I filed a claim with them and got about $2,000 out of it because they screwed up both sides. And yeah, so if they do, before you go to the shop, you want to take a good video of your vehicle's condition and hide all your valuables, because they got some real winners working there who can't get a better job, I guess, or they don't want to learn, or maybe they're really good people and they're just thrown in there and said, well, go get them. So it may not be the mechanic's fault, but in my opinion it usually is, because if they don't know what they're doing, they should either don't do it, find a different job, or ask somebody who knows, not just take a guess at my expense. So yeah, so in the front with the Sprinter, most people don't know where the jack points are on a Sprinter van, and so I just showed you where it is in the rear, and up front it's right here, hidden right there. And a lot of people will lift, you see that damage right there? That's from the former owner. That cut mark right there, they lifted in the wrong spot. Of course, there's the worst spot to lift on is the engine oil pan. Oh, by the way, see how dry that is? If you're ever shopping for a used vehicle, you want to make sure that the oil pan is dry underneath, because if it's wet, you could be looking at a serious mechanical problem. Maybe not. Okay, so but I wouldn't take a chance. When I see a lot of wetness under there, I wouldn't buy that vehicle. All right, so there's the location. See, flagging tape, it's going to stay there for many years. That way, I don't see how they could screw that up and cause damage when I do that. Unfortunately, too many stupid people, so I have to have signs all over the place. This one, because when I lived in it full time, I didn't want people scaring the shit out of me when I'm sitting in my desk right there by the door. I could be meditating or whatever. This one was trying to keep the tweakers away, the druggies and all that. It didn't work. They still park right next to me and do drug deals. They like the massive size of this vehicle so they can hide from the police parked right next to it. So yeah, I'm on both sides. Got it marked 70 psi jack point, twice 47 psi jack point. Geez, I'm telling you, they don't pay much attention. It's gotten so bad. Oh, my battery's overheating. I gotta unplug. I have to figure out what's causing it to overheat someday. It's just too damn hot and humid to be working on this thing. You see right there, I put last time it was serviced, and you also got to put a, look right there, weight 5 diesel. You got to put a sign there, because if it's cold weather, they can really screw up your glow plugs because they don't know what the hell they're doing. Audio video recording in progress for legal reasons. In case they do screw something up, I can use the audio and video to prove they did it. Let's see what, yeah, that's not good. I'm getting a high temperature warning on the battery from charging it. Somehow there's some inefficiency with that charging mess. 104 degrees. Not too huge of a worry, because that's 104 at the entry point of the battery module. So the cable's warm, but it's not real hot. So I got a battery management system on the hot side of the battery that has a temperature sensor there, and something got up to 104 degrees for a moment at least. Lithium ion battery, you don't want to get too hot. Incidentally, this is happening as I'm making this unrelated video, so I just had to go check temperature, and I thought I'd share the information so it'll cool back down and I can get back to charging. This one is 24 volts, so I got the air conditioner running because of the heat and humidity to keep the RV side from getting damaged. I'm at 23.2 volts. That'll be good enough until tomorrow, and then I'll get solar panel charging. But yeah, I had to charge it. Usually I don't have to charge it, but today I did because of both some cloudiness and extreme heat. Running the air conditioner with some clouds will kind of drain the battery. So sometimes I've had a sign right here that says do not check engine oil, filters, or anything, because those kids can, or even older guys, they could really screw your vehicle up bad if they don't know what they're doing. Especially a Mercedes engine, you don't want them touching it. So I've even gone to the extreme. Usually what I'll do, if I think about it, the hood latch, I will next time I'm going to probably put a screw in there where they can't pull this forward, and I'll put a sign there that says do not open engine compartment. If they're hired just to do work underneath the vehicle, they should not be in the engine compartment. Because what they're doing in there is they're trying to find something to make more money on, saying, oh, you need new filter, you need new oil, you need this, you need that. And I know what I need. I don't need them to go in there and waste time looking in there. I'm already waiting long enough for them to do what I told them to do. They should ask me if I want them to do anything extra. Well, so that's kind of a long version of what intended to be just a real simple explanation what to do there. This vehicle's so complicated. It's not hard for me to just keep on talking about something that I'm running into when I'm doing a video. Oh damn, it's hot and humid out there in Florida in September. Just mowed the yard. I'm all sweaty. So if you like this video, be sure to send millions, and I don't care if you click those other buttons, because once I get those millions, I won't need channel support.